guys, Katie here. I decided to do a series of videos to document my makeup journey, sort of before, during, and after of my training with QC Academy. First, I prime my face. I have a very pink undertone, so I like to use one with a green tint. Next, I'm going to exfoliate my lips. Here, I'm using a lip scrub that I got at Lush Cosmetics. They're vegan, edible, and come in a variety of different flavors, like popcorn and bubble gum, chocolate. This one here that I'm using is mint. Yum. Now it's time for foundation. Here I'm using my Extra Lasting Liquid Foundation by Avon in their lightest shade. I'm Canadian, so I'm pretty pale. Believe it or not, I'm actually tanned. I'm using my beauty blender that I also got from Avon to blend it all out and make sure that my coverage is smooth. Next up is color correcting. This palette has been my best friend as of late. It hides all of my dark spots, which as I've gotten older, I've seen a lot more of them. I got this palette from NYX Cosmetics when I went to their grand opening in West Edmonton Mall in Edmonton, and I'm so glad that I did. Their formula is to die for. Here I'm taking an illuminating stick I also picked up at NYX. I'm kind of obsessed with their products, can you tell? After that, I follow it up with my NYX Dose of Dew highlighter stick. You can wear this with or without, above or below foundation for a subtle dewy glow. Now it's time to set my foundation. I use a loose mineral powder by Avon in translucent. I really like Avon's formula as it's light on my skin and doesn't cause flashback in photos, which makes this selfie lover very happy. Next up is contouring. I use a powder contour mainly because I haven't quite figured out the cream-based ones yet. One day, maybe. I tend to focus mainly on my cheekbones and my jawline. I have a pretty small face to begin with, so I find it kind of redundant to do anything more than that. Then I take my mineral powder and I use a tiny amount to blend it all out. After contouring, it's time for blush. I like to dust it just above where I contoured, very lightly, as to not overpower the look. Now it's time for highlighting. I take my Spotlight highlighting palette by Smashbox and I dust a mixture of all 3 shades just above my cheekbone and up my temple. I then take what's left over on my fan brush and I lightly dust down the length of my nose and add a little bit to my Cupid's bow. Highlighting has kind of become my favorite step in my routine. Clearly, as I've done 2 different versions in this video. I'm obsessed. Now for the most important part of my look, the brows. I'm using a brow pomade by NYX. First, I like to outline my shape. I can't stress enough to take your time, as this can make or break a look. Once my brows are done, or as we say, on fleek, it's on to my eyes. I'm taking my Morphe 35F Fall into Frost palette. I'll start with my whitest shadow. I find having a white base shadow helps the other pigments stand out. Next, I'm going to take this soft chocolate brown color. With a light patting motion, I'm going to go over the white, building up the color gradually. I really enjoy Morphe as their formula is very easy to build on. Now that the pigment is what I wanted, it's time for blending. Taking the first color I used, I highlight underneath my brow, focusing on my arch. Taking a cream eyeshadow stick, I then apply it under my bottom lashes. To make it pop, I dust a shadow of the same color over top where I applied the cream. Next is eyeliner, which I'm sorry, I had to do off camera. But something's still missing. Nothing a little color can't help. That actually did wonders. Now to highlight my inner corners. I use a gold liquid liner I got from NYX. It's subtle enough that it doesn't overpower the rest of the eye. Now before mascara, I like to apply a lash conditioner. This helps keep my lashes healthy longer. Once my lashes are conditioned, it's time for mascara. This one I also got from NYX. Its formula is a little bit watery, so I have to be extra careful. Now that my face is done and my lashes are extending to the moon, it's time for my lips. Today, I'm going to attempt an ombre. Oh my lordy, that coral's bright. Let's dilute that a little. Now that the look is complete, it's time to lock it in. I use a setting spray by KTB. They're lightweight and talc-free. And that brings this video to an end. If you'd like to see more, let me know in the comments, and as always, love and light.